World Cup qualifiers taking place the whole world over, and the Gambia is no exception. And as we all know, all roads lead to the Independence Stadium in just a moment as the Scorpions host the Taifa Stars of Tanzania. And the Gambia Radio and Television Services continues to bring you build-ups to that all-important clash between the Scorpions of the Gambia and the Taifa Stars of Tanzania. Well, with me in the studio, I have my very good brothers, Mr. Cham, who is no more a stranger to this program. I don't need to introduce him. Mr. Cham, welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much, and welcome.
Namori Trawale is also another very good brother, a colleague in the media, and one of the country's experienced journalists. Mr. Trawale, welcome.
Thank you very much, yes.
We also have with us a group of people. I'll not introduce them for now. I will wait until later on. They will have to make some noise here in the studio. I will reserve their introduction a little bit later. But as I said, it is Super Saturday in the Gambia, and it is the Taifa Stars of Tanzania taking on the Scorpions of the Gambia. Mr. Cham, in just under 2-3 hours from now, the battle lines will be drawn between the Scorpions and the Taifa Stars of Tanzania.
Yes, yes, thank you very much and welcome everybody. Yes, we are here as you have rightly said, members of the subcommittee for publicity involving this match, the last World Cup qualifier in this group, and of course in Africa, that's until the playoffs. It is a World Cup night, and it is normally accompanied with great enthusiasm and excitement. Now, this match, of course, you can say, even though the stakes have already been taken of the competition, you know, and by that I mean that the only spot in the group for a right to play in the playoffs that's coming has been taken by the Ivory Coast, who are 13 points unassailable lead. That is because none of the three teams can catch them, even though they will play today against Morocco in Abidjan. Then in second place is Morocco, I guess.
Yeah,
Morocco,
place, yeah,
who have 8 points. Then you have in third place Tanzania, who are 6 points. And then, of course, you have the Gambia at 1 point. Now, but where the road ends for the Brazil qualifiers, that is where the road starts again for the dream as we enter to the Cup of Nations 2015 qualifiers. That is why all the officials involved in the organization of this match had said this match really is the barometer for us to gauge the survival of our dream to transform Gambian football back to the glory days it used to enjoy. So that is why this match have been put on as another extra significance. So it is not just the outcome. We all know that the outcome, whatever happens, we can go to Brazil. But a win is definitely very good to inspire confidence. And that is why we have been rallying around the people to ask them to come to this match and watch it and support the boys so that we start on a high pedestal in our dream to qualify. The match is just under 3 hours ahead. Of course, there was a little nervous moment when we woke up and there was torrential rain all over. But you see what is happening. The rain has let up and there's brilliant sunshine all over, and the setting at the stadium was fantastic. At the moment now it's a fantastic setting for a World Cup qualifier. And that is why I'm sure that the Gambians will turn up in large numbers to cheer the boys and also in a new era in football. The captain of the national team have said it, along with his senior players and the coach, that no matter what the occasion is, they want to play for the flag, and they will play to the best of their ability, so that the nation can go home with pride. And of course, all importantly, we improve our standings and our chances of avoiding playoff or preliminaries, that is, as we go to the Nations Cup qualifier. So that is basically the message surrounding this match and its importance. We will dwell on it much, and of course the preparation and you know, yes, the battle lines you described between Tanzania and the Gambia.
Namori, Mr. Cham has summarized the significance of this game. Very, very important as any other game, despite the fact that even if we win by 10 goals, we will not qualify. But it must be stated that it is as important as any other game because a lot is at stake. You know, this can be the turning point, as Mr. Cham said, for the beginning of the new era in Gambian football. As we all know, we are all yearning to transform the Gambia into a footballing nation, and this is where we start. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step, and this is where we start today in the new era of Gambian football. How is the ambience going on? You guys have been going around all the media houses, sensitizing the people. I believe there's a lot of atmosphere. There is a lot of leading up to the game.
Thank you very much, Modest. To be very frank with you, for the past 10 days, we have been going around the whole country trying to sensitize people to come and watch this game because, as I said, the importance of the game is going to be overemphasized. It's a very important game for the Gambia. As you know, as Lamin Cham said, we need to build up our standing in the FIFA ranking. You know, right now I speak to you, Gambia is not a good place in the FIFA rankings. 43 in Africa out of 54 is not a good thing for Gambia. We know Gambia used to be on 38, 40, 27 in the past 3-4 years back. I think we need to bring that. I think the response was very good when we go around the country trying to sensitize people. People will be calling. They never knew that the game was so important. But through that communication that we have, the radio programs, the TV programs, and the newspapers that we are doing, people are able to know that the games is very important. That's why they will try to, people are responding that they will come over today at the Independence Stadium to watch the game. As Lamin said, a lot of it is at stake. 2 major things is that we need to improve our ranking, as I said earlier on. Secondly, the GFF as a new executive, everybody wants to start in a good footing. They want to start in a good footing as a victory against Tanzania today. I think, to be very frank, Gambians are aware, the players are aware that the importance of the game is very important for them because of if we fail to have a good ranking in the FIFA ranking, maybe by January or February when the draw will be held for the 2015 African Combination, we may go for the preliminaries. That is no good because we couldn't in 2008 qualify when we played in preliminaries with Morocco. We were eliminated by Morocco, so we have here for 2-3 years without playing football. I think that's not good for the emerging nation like the Gambia. So anybody don't want to fall in that trap. So that's why everybody is aware that the importance of the game is very important. And now is the turn of the fans. The players we have been around for the 2nd of September training twice a day. The journalists have been sensitizing people. No, now is the turn of the fans to come over and watch the game, support the boss of the Gambian today.
Well, you have heard him. It is the turn of the fans, you the fans out there, to come and cheer up the boys. You have been hearing them on TV, on the radios, and you have been reading their comments on the newspapers. The players are definitely ready for this game, and they want to restore the confidence of the fans, or they want to regain the confidence of the fans back, and this is why they are willing to go out onto the pitch today and make sure that they get that victory, so that loss of victory that we used to get at the Independence Stadium will come back. Mr. Jam, you were just from the stadium before coming to the stadium. Tell us how is the preparation down there at the Independence Stadium?
Yeah, it is going really elaborately because, like I said, apart from the fact that the boys have been prepared psychologically and mentally and physically, of course, to play and to come and give their way, all in a professional manner. The GFF have also made it important that they want to have or introduce a new approach to organizational aspects of, football hosting in the Gambia. And for a start, let me begin by us, the journalists. We have now devised new methods so as to really coordinate the duties of journalists in and around the stadium and after the match. And this, of course, involves now having a limit of journalists who can go to post-match press conferences and having, a setup where only journalists who are going to interview in the free zone, rather in the mid zone, can come, mixed zone, if you like, can come in and get access to the officials. So it's now not everybody who will just get up and say, well, I'm going to interview coach, etc. I'm going to do this. No, it always have to follow a procedure, but that's how it is done professionally. Now, in the same vein, the security committee also have come up with new devices where they have